ಸಂಜೆ. ಈ ದಿನ ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಹಾಗೂ ಪೋಷಕರ ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈ ಸಭೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಈ ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಉಪಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರು ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಶಾಮ್ವೆಲ್ ನವನೀತ್ ರಾಜ್ ಅವರು ಇರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳು ಶ್ರೀ ವಿ ಕೆ ಮನೋಹರ್ ಸರ್, ಸುಶ್ರೀ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿರ್ಮಲ್ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಶ್ರೀ ಶಂತಮನ್ ಸೆಲ್ವನ್ ಸರ್, ಶ್ರೀ ಲವ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್ ಇವರು ಈ ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ವಿಷಯ ಮೇಲೆ ತಮ್ಮ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿ ಮಿತ್ರರು ಈ ಸಭೆಗೆ ಹಾಜರಾಗಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಸಭೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಪ್ರಥಮವಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಕೋರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನಿಯಮಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ ಈ ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ತೇವೆ. ನಾನು ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಲಕರಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಪೋಷಕರಿಗೆ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ಬರು, ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ಬರು ತಮ್ಮ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ಸುವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಿತವಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ನಾನು ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಧ್ವನಿ ಮುದ್ರಣೆಯನ್ನು ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಪಾಲಕರು ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸಿದಲ್ಲಿ ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಅವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಚಾಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಸಾಕು, ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನ ಮಾತಾಡುವ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಗಳು ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳು ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ತಮ್ಮ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾಪಿಸಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಈ ಸಭೆಯ ಪ್ರಥಮ ವಿಷಯ ಇವತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಿತ್ರರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ವಿ ಕೆ ಮನೋಹರ್ ಸರ್, PGT ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್. ಇವರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಇತ್ತೀಚಲಾಗಿ 2021 ಮತ್ತು 22 ಕೇಂದ್ರೀಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಮಂಡಳಿಯಿಂದ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪರಿವರ್ತನೆಗಳಂದರೆ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯ ಪರಿವರ್ತನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಆ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಕುರಿತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಅವರು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಅವರ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಮನೋಹರ್ ಸರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಕೋರುತ್ತೇನೆ.
Right? It's a great privilege.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. So once again, I take this opportunity to welcome to this meeting on behalf of our Honorable Principal Sir, Vice Principal Sir, and dear friends and my dear colleagues. On behalf of them, everybody, I am welcoming you. Okay, this is what I have given today's topic. So you are familiar, we are working under Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti. Of course, this is the education department, Friends, today's topic given to me is none other than special scheme of assessment for board examination classes, say 10th and 12th. This is the topic allotted to me, and I would like to throw some light on this particular topic. If you have any doubts, you can ask me at the end of my presentation. And I feel most of you people, especially class 12 children, are very aware of this scheme because my friends already revealed about that, already spoken about this scheme for 12th class. Right? Anyway, let us start without wasting the time. Dear children, you are familiar that now the COVID pandemic, made us, very, we have a lot of constraints, as well as we have learned and we have come up, we have emerged despite constraints, and we reached a certain level. Now we are successfully communicating through virtual mode. Right, children? So last year, that is, 2020-21, when I'm talking about this academic year 2021, most of our examinations, held on online mode only. And CBSE has come up with that moderation. Certain norms were given how to prepare the marks for 10th class and how to prepare the marks for 12th class. I'm talking about 2021. That also we successfully implemented in our school. Dear children, keeping in view of this COVID-19, this current year, if it continues, what is the fate of the students? What is the way of assessing our children? With that motto, CBSE came up with a special scheme for 2021. Dear children and dear parents, look at here. I would like to say in simple form, simple way about this scheme. Entire academic session will be divided into two terms. Okay, it can be called as a term 1 and term 2 with approximately 50% of syllabus in each term. More or less 50% of syllabus will be allotted for each term. Right? The board will conduct examinations. Please remember this important point to be noted. The board will conduct examination at the end of each term. Unlike previous year, I repeat, unlike previous year, this time we will be having board examination which will be conducted by our CBSE board with a clear cut syllabus. Don't worry, CBSE will give you the syllabus to be followed in the term 1 and also term 2. Right, children? So what is this special scheme, sir? So you have to simplify little more clearly if you ask. Okay, don't worry, we are here to do that. So as I told you that the syllabus part of that, the syllabus for the board examination, that is 21 and 22, will be rationalized. Okay, we will be given a special syllabus. They will be, clear cut syllabus will be given to us. The curriculum is already provided. Some of the topics may be removed due to COVID pandemic, like our, previous years. Little bit syllabus may be removed, which will be clearly notified in the month of July 2021. Fine. So in addition to that, we have internal assessment, practical, project work will be made more credible and valid. Okay, this year they are giving more emphasis on, more important on internal assessment, our practical work as well as project work. That should be more valid and more credible. That means they are going to assess, they are going to ask evidences what we are doing. So you must be very careful, my dear children. Fine, dear children. So let me talk first about, firstly, I'm going to talk about our 9th and 10th class level, how it will be. Then later on, we'll move to the 11th and 12th. So details of curriculum transaction. So look at it, it's very clearly given. Schools will continue teaching in distance mode till the authorities permit in person mode of teaching in school. So till the school will, still the children are called physically to the schools, we will be continuously teaching in the virtual mode. Distance mode means through online classes will be going on till you will be called to our school. Dear 10th class children, please remember, this year we will be having, internal assessment throughout the year, irrespective of the term 1 and term 2. I'm talking about 10th class children. It's also applicable to 9th. When you talk about 9th and 10th class children, the assessment will be based on entire year. That is irrespective of term 1 and term 2, which will include three periodic tests. You know, it is also called periodic written test or periodic assessments. So you are supposed to attend three periodic tests and student enrichment activities. I think you are all familiar, children. I have seen some of your what you call the videos, wonderfully prepared. Some of your art integrated projects I have seen beautifully you prepared, and I am happy to say this word. My children are doing very nice, wonderful work in digital era is concerned. We know that you are in 21st century. You already learned 21st century skills, my dear children. Only thing is that you have to concentrate on the academic area also, and you are supposed to get the good marks. Dear students, when I'm talking about ninth and 12th, three periodic tests will be conducted, and we'll be having student enrichment activity. Under the student enrichment activities, you will be having a practicals. Okay, in science subjects are concerned, you have practicals, project work. So many you are talking about English, something, journals, and some your creative poem writing and recitation. Many more things are there. All will come under this student enrichment activity and portfolios. When you talk about portfolios, it is nothing but classwork, work done during this class, what is activity and assignments, reflections, some journals, achievement of students throughout the year. So all this will come under portfolios, dear children. Then practical work and speaking, listening activities. So these are the parameters. I am going to write here. These are the parameters they are going to consider in declaring your results. So when we talk about 9th and 10th class, there is no bifurcation related to term 1 syllabus and term 2 syllabus. You have to prepare that throughout the year, irrespective of the term 1 and term 2, like almost like previous years. There is no much changes in 10th and 9th and 10th class children are concerned. Fine. Then, sir, what made the difference are here? Then why you come up with the new scheme of boards, sir? If you ask, yes, it is an important point. Please, all of you be alert. So again here, 11th and 12th classes are concerned. It's clear we are having clear-cut instructions. Schools will continue teaching in distant mode only, virtual mode only. Schools will go for online classes till you will be called to the physically to attend the classes. Till then you will be learning through online mode only, my dear children. So look at that. So we'll be having, so important will be given for internal assessment. So we'll be monitoring, CBSE will monitor throughout the year, irrespective of term 1, term 2, internal assessment will be monitored. They will be asking evidences. So please remember, when you talk about internal IA means what? Internal assessment that will be there throughout the year, irrespective of term 1 and term 2. Sir, what are this internal assessment? You are all familiar, dear students. So they are nothing but unit test. So we use it to conduct a unit test after every unit is complete. You are familiar. I am not going to talk much about that. Then exploratory activities. That involves 21st century skills. Okay, exploratory activities, and science subjects are concerned practicals. Okay, so when you take about practicals, projects, and your extra activities, unit test, this all will be comes under internal assessment. Kindly please note that internal assessment. Now, school will create, remember, this is very, very important. Now, this is a great task is put on us now. Not only children are in difficult, now school authorities, we the teachers are also to be, very, very careful. Look at that. School would create a student profile for all assessment undertaken over the year. For each student, will prepare one profile. Whatever the work you are going to do, that will be saved in your profile, and that to be retained as evidences in the digital format. This is the work of the school. Fine, beta. Look at that. So CBSE will facilitate the schools to upload the marks of internal assessment. Okay, CBSE will give that one IT platform. They will give one window will be released. In that we have to upload your internal assessment marks. When I'm talking about internal assessment, we say about science students, most of the work practicals. When I'm talking about the mathematics and English, you have many activity. Mathematics, you have done activities, you have done some record work, and all this will come under subject enrichment activity. So internal assessment, you have to keep the. I'm just put stress here. So evidences should be preserved in the digital format, and the marks of internal assessment to be uploaded in the CBSE platform. It's very clear, my dear children. Now, guidelines for internal assessment for all the subjects with the rationalized term-wise divided syllabus for the session 21 and 22. Now, the board would also provide additional resources for sample assessment, how to assess the children this year, some question banks, even they are going to conduct teacher training for more reliable and valid internal. Sometimes, we are also lagging how to successfully, how to maintain this internal assessment or how to undertake this internal assessment. We are also, some doubts are there. CBSE is going to conduct some training program in order to go for a successful implementation of internal assessment. Dear children, here is a very important point here. So you will be given, as I told, no, term 1 and term 2, flexible schedule should be conducted. That means, so look at this term 1. I am going to talk about term 1 examination. As I told you, when the classes are 11th and 12th are concerned, okay, it is divided into two terms, the term 1 and term 2. Let me talk about term 1 first. So flexible schedule to be conducted. That means examination dates will be announced generally in the month of November and December month. The examination will be there, and with a window period of 4 to 8 weeks. That means you can expect term 1 examination in the month of November and December. Simple form. You can expect your term 1 examination November and December month. So how it will be, sir? How the questions will be? You are more curious to learn. So now you see the term 1 examination, keeping to create the bridge between the CBSE syllabus and competitive examination. So CBSE came up with a very wonderful policy. So term 1, question paper contains only multiple choice questions. Now here comes your strategy of preparation will be different, my dear children. All this year what you are doing, you are preparing 1 mark question, 2 marks questions, 5 marks questions. Suppose if you write something for 3 marks, it is something related to that concept. For 3 marks, know what you are doing, you are giving 2 marks. If it is not totally correct, but that will not be there now. You will be having almost all MCQ questions only, which includes case-based assertion and reasoning type. You are familiar about these words, case-based questions and assertion and reasoning type questions. So duration of test will be 90 minutes, my dear children. So overall sum up what I want to say, term 1 examination, you will be having only MCQs. Okay, it's a 90 minutes duration is given for you, and the syllabus is approximately 50% of rationalized syllabus. As I told you, CBSE going to give the clear cut picture of the syllabus to be prepared for term 1 and term 2. So look at that. So here the question paper will be sent by the CBSE. Question paper we won't prepare, beta. So CBSE will give the question paper along with the marking scheme. Okay. Now this examination also monitored under center superintendents. Okay. So we'll be having officers from outside. They will come and observe how the examinations are going on in our schools. Right. Term 1, I repeat now, term 1, it is only multiple choice question. Almost 50% of syllabus will be covered, and you will be having, you can expect this term 1 examination in the month of November and December. Fine, beta. Okay, good. That is well and good. No, marks of the term, sir. How will evaluate, sir? MCQ. Then how it is evaluated? Listen, children. Very simple, children. So marks of the term 1 examination will contribute to the final overall score. Please remember, your half previously what happened? Whatever the marks you scored in the half yearly examination, that is nothing to do with the final examination. We won't bother about. We are not bothering about your half yearly examination. Only your final year examination marks, annual examination marks are counted. But now the scenario has been changed now. The marks what you are obtained in the term 1, that will contribute for final overall score. Please remember, it's a very, very important point. So look at that. As I told you, you are having all MCQ questions, beta. The responses of the students will be captured on OMR sheets. You will be given OMR sheets and you have to bubble that. Bubbling should be done. You have to put the answers in that. Bubbling means, you will be given the different circles and you have to shade. That is called, technical word is called the bubbling. So the bubbling should be done and which should be scanned. So remember the CBSE, so OMR sheet, which after scanning may be directly uploaded at CBSE portal, alternatively may be evaluated, and marks obtained will be uploaded by the school on the very same day. Very, very important. Suppose today physics examination is over for you, on the same day we'll come to know how many marks you got in a physics examination. That possibility is there. This is all about our term 1 examinations. Fine, beta. Sir, okay, sir, fine. Term 1 we understood, sir. How it will be for term 2 examination? Okay, let us come to that also. So here term 2 examinations are concerned. The tentative, there is a chance for you to have term 2 examination this month, that is March, between March and April. There is a possibility. Here the question paper will have questions of different formats, not MCQ like earlier. We have case study based questions and situation based, open-ended questions, short-ended questions, long answer type question. Okay, all varieties of the question will be there. So here we have descriptive questions are there, and even some case based questions are there. Duration will be here 2 hours, and again I told you, according to the rationalized syllabus, 50% of the syllabus to be prepared. So you are supposed to prepare only term 2 syllabus only. Please remember, term 1 syllabus is over. There ends the matter. Now we'll come to the term 2. In term 2, I told no, only you have to prepare the second part of that means rationalized syllabus of term 2. If you prepare the sufficient, you will get short answer, long answer, only term 2 syllabus only. Fine, beta. In case situation is not conducive for normal descriptive examination, ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಈ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಮಂತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಅಗೈನ್ 90-minute MCQ based questions in the place of this descriptive type. This 2 hours is there, no? In the place of this 2 hours examination, CBSE is planning to conduct again MCQ based questions even term 2. ಯಾವಾಗ ಈ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? If COVID situation continues in the month of March and April also, and you are not unable to conduct this 2 hours examination, and CBSE is planning to conduct MCQ based examination. Okay, now marks of term 2 examination would contribute to final score. What I mean to say, total they will take, I will say here, total term 1 marks and term 2 marks, total marks they are going to calculate by giving the total score, declaring the result. Now the condition, there are four categories the CBSE has clear cut they stated. A is that, number 1, in case situation of the pandemic improves and the students are able to come to schools and they are taking the examination. ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ಜುಲೈ ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. All my students are called to school, and as usual, like earlier, that classes, physical classes going on. ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಕತೆ ಮುಗಿದೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂದ್ರೆ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ವುಡ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 and term 2 examination at schools and the centers provided. Now the theory marks will be distributed equally between two exams. ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಜುಲೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿದೋಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ 1 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಆವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 and term 2 ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಟೈನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 and the marks you obtain the term 1, term 2 together, they will considered for the equally. Look at this, the theory marks will be distributed equally, means 50% of term 1 they will take, 50% of term 2 they will take, and they will be giving 100%. When I'm talking about physics, physics will be having total marks, that is 70. 100% here says 70. Physics, chemistry, biology, out of 70 marks what you are having, the totally it is based on what examinations to be conducted by the schools in the particular centers. When ಯಾವಾಗಿದೆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ. ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಬಿ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ದ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬೆಟಾ. ಈ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಂಗೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ, ಈಗೇನು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ ಅಂತ ಏನೇನೋ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ನವೆಂಬರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ look at that, look at that, I'm saying, in case situation of pandemic forces complete closure of the schools during November and December. November, December ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಬಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ 2 ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹೆಲ್ಡ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಈ ಥರ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗೋಣ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್? ನವೆಂಬರ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಬಟ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಟರ್ಮ್ 2 ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನವೆಂಬರ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ಜನವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಜನವರಿ 22 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 MCQ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಡನ್ ಬೈ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ಲೈನ್. ಕೋವಿಡ್ ನಮಗೆ ನವೆಂಬರ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ಮಂತಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತಾನೆ, ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಆಫ್ಲೈನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮನೆಯಿಂದಾನೇ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ದ ವೆಯ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 ಫಾರ್ ಫೈನಲ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಬರೆದರೆ, ಸೊ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಿಂದಾನೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾನಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಟೈನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೆಯ್ಟೇಜ್. ಓಕೆ, ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್. The final score will be reduced and the weightage of term 2 exams will be increased. Term 1 ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಏನರ್ಥ, ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 ಏನಾಯಿತು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಟರ್ಮ್ 2 ಏನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಫ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಟರ್ಮ್ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್. Case A, I told you better. Case B, we talked. Now, let us talk about case C. In case the situation of the pandemic forces complete the closure of school during the month March and April. Okay, but term 1 is conducted. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸೊ ನವೆಂಬರ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲೇ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್, ಬಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ 2 ಬಂದಾಗ ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಟರ್ಮ್ 2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ COVID-19 ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಎಂತ ಮಾಡೋಣ? ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್. ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 MCQ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬೇಟಾ. ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನವೆಂಬರ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಯಿತು, ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಟರ್ಮ್ 2 ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ, ಟರ್ಮ್ 2 ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಅಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಏನಂತ ಅವನು, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 MCQ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್. So the weightage of the marks for term 1 examination conducted by the board will be increased. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, CBSE ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್. Okay, fine. Now, the last criteria, case D is concerned. In the case, the situation of the pandemic forces us to complete the closure of the school and board conducted term 1 and term 2. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ನಮಗೆ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಟರ್ಮ್ 2 ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಫಿಸಿಕಲಲ್ಲಿ. ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಬಂದುಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನು ಈ ವರ್ಷನೂ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ 12th ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಡಿಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ 1 ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಟರ್ಮ್ 2 ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್. The result would be computed. The result would be taken into the account on the basis of internal assessment, your practical and your project work. The theory marks of term 1 and term 2 examinations are taken by the candidate from home in the class 10th are subject to the moderation. Okay, of course you are written na beta, you are written this 90 minutes examination, 90 minutes MCQ attended on online mode you attended. ಆ ಮಾರ್ಕನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು that will be going for moderation. They will fix some historical year looking into the validity and reliability of the assessment. So here liberty is given to the teachers and you can look into the track record of a student. What is meant by this, sir? What is moderation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ 12th ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸಪೋಸ್ ಮನೋಹರ್ ಒಂದು ಹುಡುಗ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಮನೋಹರ್ಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಮನೋಹರ್ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ 11th ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ. I will be studying how is the performance of Manohar in the 11th class. So if Manohar is performed better in the 11th class, is doing good, so we will consider certain things and internal assessment will be taken, practical or project work will be there, and based on this we are going to announce the result. Okay, this is a way we are going to take up this new scheme of CBSE 21 and 22 examination. Perhaps a little bit I think my parents, especially students ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದಲ್ಲೋ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಈಗ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ನಾನು ಈ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೂ ಸಮೇತ ಹೊಸ ಆಗಿದೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸನ್ನು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. CBSE ಸಮೇತ ಒಂದು ಸಮ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹೊಸಬರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪಾಪ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಡೇಟಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ನೀವು ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ದ CBSE. ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಆ ಥರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಮುಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷ ಅಂದರೆ 21, 22ನೇ ವಾರ್ಷಿಕ ಸಂವತ್ಸರ ಈ ಇಯರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಸ್, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳದು ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಐ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ದ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ, ಪಾಲಕ ಪೋಷಕರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅವ್ರ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾನ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನೀವು ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಸಮೇತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಲಿಂಕಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು.
ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಸಮ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ರಮೇಶ್ ಸರ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್. Perhaps you understand, children. Any doubts is there, you can call. Okay. Sir, over to Ramesh ji. Sorry, I have taken much time.
No, sir. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಸರ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ
ಸರ್,
ಇದರ ಬೇಸೆ ಅವರು ಮುಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯ ಫಲಿತಾಂಶವನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋದು.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ನೀವು ಸಮಗ್ರವಾಗಿ ಸುದೀರ್ಘವಾಗಿ ಎರಡು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ 10th ಮತ್ತೆ 12th ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಆಗುವ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸುವಿವರವಾಗಿ ಸರಳವಾಗಿ ತಿಳಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಸರ್. ಖಂಡಿತ ಇದು ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಬಹುದು, ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಕೂಡ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದೆ ನಡೆಯುವ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳ ಮಹತ್ವ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡೇ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಶಾಲೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದರೆ 2 ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫೈನಲ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಅವು ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಫೈನಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ಮಹತ್ವಪೂರ್ಣ ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ತುಂಬ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್. ಈಗ
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಈಗ ಮುಂದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿ ಸುಶ್ರೀ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿರ್ಮಲ್ ಅವರು PGT ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯುವ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ CCA ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಕೋರುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಮುಂದಿನ ಸರದಿ ನಿತ್ಯ ಮೇಡಮ್.
Thank you, Ramesh sir. I just want to confirm first if I'm audible or not, sir, because my Wi-Fi suddenly it has gone down.
Madam,
I'm using my mobile data.
You can proceed, madam. We are listening.
Okay, thank you, sir. Respected principal and vice principal sirs, learned colleagues, dear children, and my dear parents and guardians, good evening to all. The person before me who spoke was our senior most teacher, Mr. Manohar sir, and he has very elaborately spoken about the new CBSE scheme. Okay, so I hope with such an elaborate presentation, each and every person will be coming to know about the actual CBSE scheme for this year for classes, especially for classes 10th and 12th. Okay. Today, my duty or my task is to speak on online classes, on online exams, as well as on the importance of CCA. So let me first start with the online classes, and then I will move on to the exams as well as your CCA, the importance of CCA, as well as other activities that you have to take part in. Okay. Now, since last year, we have started with these online classes. We were cutting our teeth on this, all this technological things which were completely new. It was a uncharted territory for us. So we had many hiccups, we had many glitches, but still we moved on. And then last year's result, now it has, it was good result. Okay. Last year, online classes were conducted through Google Meet, but now we have a new platform, which is Microsoft Teams. Excuse me. A few teachers were using Microsoft Teams in the previous year itself, but this year onwards, compulsorily, every teacher has to teach through Microsoft Teams, and every teacher has their password. Every student is given their password, and even if there were problems related to resetting of password or making a new account for you, now many teachers, especially Ramesh sir and the principal sir and vice principal sir, they have taken much effort in removing all the problems and challenges which were coming in front of us regarding this Microsoft Teams. Right. Now, regarding our classes, all the parents by now will be knowing that the regular online classes are from 9 o'clock and it continues till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There are 4 slots. And in the afternoon, probably from 3 to 4, you have this remedial session, counseling session, or IT sessions and all those things. Okay. What I would like the students as well as the parents to take into consideration is that please be present for all online classes. When I say online classes, I mean our regular online classes. Okay. Now, you might be registered like Byju's and EduMantra or Unacademy and all those things, but your attendance in the regular online classes, it's a must. And by now you might be knowing the fact that recording your attendance in Microsoft Teams, now it is very easy. We know which child is attending from which time onwards, when he or she is leaving, a class, when he or she is rejoining, now everything is every detail is recorded in Microsoft Teams, so you cannot escape from your attendance. And attendance, the importance of attendance, it's not like last year. This year we are taking or giving much importance to the attendance of children. Okay, so please, the students also should not be absent in the class, and that the parents also please see that your child, they are attending the classes. Okay, now regarding the students who are regularly absent, by now the teachers would have come across them and they would have contacted the teachers. If not the subject teacher, at least our counselor madam, Mrs. Parimala madam, now she would have contacted the students. Now she is helping us regarding all this counseling process, even regarding this attendance, or sorry, regarding the absence of students, why they are being absent. Okay. So we are not going to leave you if you are absent. If your number is with us, now we are definitely going to pester you or till you attend the class. So your attendance in the class is not just important for you, it is important for us also. Okay. And for class 12, now you are already having your Avanti classes going on. Now I think it's in the afternoon. So see that you make maximum use of Avanti classes also, which is going to be an added bonus for you. And please don't forget the exams which they are conducting at the weekends. Okay, so try to be attentive in those classes as well as take part in the exams which they are conducting. Now, regarding absentees, I would like to inform the parents one more information. If the teachers have not contacted you, okay, or if the counselor has not contacted you, at least once in a month, I'm not saying that even once in a week, at least once in a month, now try contacting either the subject teachers or the class teachers. Now each and every teacher's number is there in the WhatsApp group of the senior classes and all. So the number is there. Our number is with you, right? It will be there in the mobile which the child is using, even if the child is having his or her own mobile, or if it is a parent's mobile. So at least once a month or at least once a fortnight, try calling us and then try to get the performance of your child from us, because from the beginning itself, even though tests have not been conducted, assessment of the child has started from the beginning onwards. Okay, from the month of April itself, we have been giving assignments and projects for the children. So from the beginning onwards this year, we have started assessing your child from each and every point of view, from academic as well as from other skill-based point of view. We have started assessing them. So it would be appreciable, and I would encourage the parents to contact us at least not in a fortnight, at least once in a month. You please do that. Okay. Then this is regarding online classes. Regarding online exams, last year online exams were conducted. Attendance was taken through Google Meet. Links were sent through Google Meet. And if there is any problem for the child in giving attendance through the Google Meet, they were giving their attendance through WhatsApp group. Questions which were prepared by the subject teachers, or if it had come from the Samiti, now it was shared through the class WhatsApp group. And teachers have done their very best in evaluating the papers. Now, we teachers had a lot of trouble trying to evaluate the papers of students, because even if they are sending the papers in PDF form or anything, once the paper's photo is not taken in a clear with the clarity, if it is not taken, now it's very difficult for us to correct or evaluate it. Now, even if we zoom it in our laptop or mobile, it becomes completely blurred. It becomes blurred. So we had our problems, but then we are there to solve all the problems, okay, and take care of all the challenges which come in our way. So this year, now what is a platform for conducting the examination? Regarding that, no such information has come from Samiti. Now regarding, as Manohar sir has told, the syllabus, the 50% syllabus, which CBSE had informed us, regarding that also information will come probably at the end of July or probably within a few days. And based on that, probably Samiti also might be giving us instructions regarding syllabus. Okay. And same way, like Manohar sir has told, your exams are going to be completely objective based. Now it is going to be in MCQ style, right? So 99%. Now we also have to follow the same thing regarding in our that unit test or PWT or anything. The same style has to be followed. Again, regarding that also, should it be in MCQ style or should it be in any other format? That also now the order has to come from Samiti. But I think that 90% now it might be in MCQ, because if the board is going to conduct an MCQ, we have to give practice for you people also in that same format. Okay. So this is regarding the question paper, and whatever questions are, whichever exams are going to be there, you have to be ready for that. Please don't be absent for any exams. Now, at the end of a session, Manohar sir has told that please, give importance to each and every exam. It might be a UT, it might be a PWT, it might be a midterm. Now, whatever it is being given, now see that you're ready for any test. Timetable and all regarding the test or regarding the exams, now you will be getting prior information about that. So once the information come, gear for your test. Okay, and please don't be absent. Now, giving retest, it is easy for us. Okay, but don't put yourself in a position where you have to take a retest. And regarding this being absent for exams also, I want to inform the parents also. See, like, last time I remember that annual examination was going on. One student was absent, and when I called the student, now his mother had received the call, and the mother did not even know that the annual examination was going on. And similarly, for another subject, another girl was absent. When I called the girl, now she has gone to the temple, and the mother doesn't know that there is an exam. Okay. So first and foremost, information regarding the exams will be informed. And that is why I told you that at least once in a while you call the teachers and then find out what's going on, right? So that your child will not be at loss. Now, conducting an exam, it is easy for us. I'm not saying it is easy, but think from the child's point of view, think from the student's point of view. So try not to be absent. Okay, all these marriages, and all those ceremonies which are there, which fall on the day of the exam, please see that you're not attending that unless and until it is your own brother or your own sister who's getting married on the very same day. Okay. Otherwise, if it is relatives marriage or if it is a relatives griha pravesha and all, now see that you give importance to your exam, because remember, you are in class 10, you are in class 12, you are board examination students. So be on alert. So never, lessen your examination. Never think less of your examination. Don't think that, it's just one UT, it is just one PWT. Each and every examination is going to count. Now that is how CBSE has made the new assessment scheme. Okay. Now regarding examination also, the last thing that I want to say is that please maintain an ethical way of, behavior in the examination. Now, getting your information from the internet and any other media and then giving the answers, now that is strictly forbidden. We know your standard. We have been teaching you. So we know your standard and we know the standard of the internet. Okay. So don't try to cheat us. Trying to cheat is actually you're cheating yourself. Okay. So attend all the classes of all teachers, whichever slot is given for you, and then see that whatever information or whatever knowledge is given by the teachers, you're imbibing it, then there is no need for you people to take the help of the internet and all for any copying or anything. Okay. So there is one more thing that I want to inform regarding this online examination and all those things. Remember what Manohar sir has told regarding this online assessment. He talked about the student profile. Now, sir has told that each and every student's profile should be made by the school, and then everything that you are submitting and your work, now it's going to be stored in the digital form, right? But what I have told for class 12 students whom I teach is that we will be having our own data about you, okay? But see that whatever work that you have done for any teacher, you are making your own folder and then store it. we make your folders. Now we are talking about technology. Anything can happen regarding technology. Okay, like I have 2 classes to teach, but there are teachers who have 4 classes to teach. There are teachers who have 6 sections to teach. Okay, so if we store all these students' information in one laptop or in one mobile, now definitely technical problems might be there, and something might happen to your work, which is there in our computer or in a laptop. So you should be having everything ready folder wise for different teachers. Keep everything allotted for one folder for a different subject, and then see you are only storing it there. And by chance, if we ask you to resubmit or re-resubmit also, now it should be ready with you. Okay, so this is something which I thought in a very practical way. I hope it will be followed by you people. I have already instructed class 12 students to do the same. Right, now this is regarding online classes and online exams. Now talking about the importance of CCA. Now I need not tell you the full form of CCA, you people already know it. But regarding the CCA, what I would like to inform you people is that according to NEP 2020, that is your new education policy of 2020, a child is going to be assessed from all different areas. Okay, a child is going to be assessed from the skill area, the competency area. Now, the Manohar sir was talking about the 20th century skills. Okay, so sorry, 21st century skills. So we are going to take everything from you in order to assess you. Now, that is what I'm saying. It's not just academic. Now we are going to see you from all different angles. Now your multiple intelligence is going to be taken up. Your 21st century skill is going
for this academic session, because you have already experienced 1 year and now you have entered into the second year. So you should not be depressed. You should not question, because nothing can be questioned about the situation. Everything will take its own course of time. And if God willing, everybody will get an opportunity to once again come back happily into the physical status of JNV campus. So be prepared mentally that you have to face any kind of situation to take up the online class. And feel that every day there is a class. You should not feel that you are away from the school now. You are only physically away from the school, but your mental attachment to the school should not get missed. You are in a homely atmosphere, that is your strength. At the same time, you are mentally attached to the schools and teachers and your friends too. So take it as a challenge and come out of this challenge successfully. So every class is very essential. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, if you are not able to attempt any of the classes, the same day you have the contact numbers of all the teachers with you. Their individual WhatsApp numbers are there with you. You can contact them personally. Nobody is going to say no for your call. Call them. If you want to see them, have a video call, have a chat, and inform about your situation, why you are not able to attend that class. And if you need any particular inputs about that class, definitely teachers will be very much helpful and happy to provide you the class. Because Samidhi has directed us, Navodaya Samidhi has directed us to switch over to this new platform, Microsoft Teams. Because we were doing mostly in Google Meet during last academic session, and now it has gone mostly to Microsoft Teams, which has many distinct features. Even the classes can be recorded, and if you miss a class, you can see the recorded class too. So definitely there is a common timetable which is being followed. Even if in the absence of some teachers for a certain number of days, you can get access to other teachers and your education will be continued. Definitely that kind of advantage is there. But in the beginning of the academic session, I am happy to note that all your subject teachers are available. Let it be regular or contract, teachers are available to teach all the subjects for you. And it will definitely continue. Even in the absence of some teachers due to some administrative reasons, we will be providing the link of other teachers in the neighboring schools, in the vicinity, so that you can get access. Because you know very well that CBSE is going to provide term-wise syllabus, and you are going to be tested term-wise by the CBSE. Okay. So Manohar sir has clearly, categorically told about the 4 situations. I don't want to repeat that. The 4 situations are there. So you should fall under any one of this category only. So nothing is missed out in this. So take it as a challenge to see that you are facing the classes as well as examinations boldly. And one important point was told regarding your academic aspect, that is called creation of student profiles. Each and every one of you, for each and every one of you, we are going to have an individual profile. Whatever work you are going to do in that particular subject, in any of the academic subjects or any of the creative subjects or any of your achievements, any of your participation in any CCA activity or flagship programs, all your academic as well as non-academic activities will go to that particular profile for your overall assessment. Right from day one, your assessment starts. Throughout the session, it is going to be continued. So everything has to be taken very, very responsibly by each and every one of you. So take this academic session as a challenge before you, and we are there to help you out. If you have any practical difficulty, if you have any difficulty at home, whatever may be, you can inform us, you can bring it to our notice, we will try to help you out. And this year onwards, Samiti has decided to give new textbooks to you. New textbooks every year. So we will be intimating you a particular date, a schedule will be given where you have to return your old textbooks and new textbooks will be given to all of you. So along with that, you will be getting the notebooks as well as stationery and other items which you are entitled. Okay. So let us hope that the pandemic ends, the third wave doesn't turn up, and Government of India will give permission to start. If at all the permission is given, it will start with you only. It will start with board classes and slowly it will be passed on to the non-board classes. So once again, I want to stress that you must be mentally prepared to face this academic session. First of all, your mental preparation is very, very essential. You should encourage your parents, and parents in turn should encourage your wards. Then only you can come out of this situation successfully facing all the challenges. Especially class 12 students, apart from the regular coaching, you are also provided the online coaching by Avanti Fellows. That is an added input for you. Take every effort to attempt all the classes. It has been observed and informed to us that the live classes attendance is less. So it will be always better to attend the live classes. If by any situation or any chance if you miss, you can attend the recorded session also. Okay. So everything is there before you, and you are going to face this whole academic session with lot of inputs and lot of challenges. Examinations are another side, they are very important. Every examination, every test, every work, every task assigned by the teacher are to be taken very, very sincerely. If you have any practical difficulty, the very same day you have to intimate to the concerned teacher over phone, and it will be rectified. Okay, we will be giving you chance because we know the situation. We will provide you a chance. If your reason is genuine, definitely you will be given a chance to complete that missed out task. So face mentally and see that with the help of your parents, take care of the pandemic situation also. Mr. Lavakumar sir has given a vivid picture about the protection aspects, the COVID appropriate behavior, and all related aspects about the precautions which you have to take about your own safety and security. Take care of all these things, and this is just only a beginning. We are in the month of July, the beginning of the academic session. We will be conducting this kind of meetings in due course at frequent intervals, and attempt all those things with regularity and sincerity so that definitely you can win over all the challenges very nicely. So at this outset, I thank each and every one of you, and I am thankful to all the parents who have joined this meeting. And in fact, the entire lot, 100% attendance was not there, especially those who could not join this session have to be informed by you, you know very well, so that they too have to know the actual status of this meeting. So let me extend my
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ಈ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಪಡೆಯಬೇಕಾದ ಲಾಭಗಳನ್ನು, ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಂದರೆ, ಈ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಈಗ ಅದರ ಲಾಭವನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸನ್ನು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದರ ಲಾಭ ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಈ ವರ್ಷವನ್ನು ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ವರ್ಷವಾಗಿ ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಪಾಲಕರು ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳಿರುವ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಉತ್ತರವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಸರ್. ಇನ್ನೂ ಏನಾದರೂ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡುವ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರು ಹಾಗೂ ಈ ಸಭೆಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರನ್ನು ನಾನು ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಮಾತಾಡೋದಾದರೆ 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕಾಲ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲಾಗುವುದು. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇಲ್ಲಂತ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರು ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಮಧುಸೂದನನ್ ಜೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆಹ್ವಾನವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅವರನ್ನು ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಈ ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಂತ. ಸರ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಸರ್. ಸರ್, ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಸರ್. It's not audible.
ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು,
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. It's not audible. ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ?
No, sir.
Voice is not. Voice is not there. Sir, otherwise you can come to here only, sir. I'll wait. Okay, sir. Just switch off the camera and mics are there. ಆಯ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಾಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಪ್ರಥಮ್ ದರ್ಶನ್ ಎಸ್ ಗೌಡ್ ಅವ್ರ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಸರ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ.
ಸರ್ ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್.
ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಡೇಸ್ಗೆ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅರಿವು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ NDA
ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ.
NDA ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದೊಂಚೂರು ವಿವರ ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ ತಾವು.
ಅದು ವಿವರ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಈ 10th ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಈಗ JD ಓಕೆ, ಅದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಬೇರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ?
ಇನ್ನೇನಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದೇ ಈ ತರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮನ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ದು ಒಂದು 15 ಡೇಸ್ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಒಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಿವರ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ.
ಖಂಡಿತ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಈಗ ಕೊನೆಯದಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಭೆಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಸರ್ ನಾನು ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
Good evening to all of you. Respected Vice Principal, respected all teachers of this Vidyalaya, respected all parents and my dearest children, especially class 10th and class 12 children. They are taking part in this meeting. And in the beginning of this session, I have noticed that the total participants, it has gone 146 or at around 150. But now almost 74 participants are there. So that means quite a good number of students and parents, they have left the session. At the outset, I would like to request all of you, particularly the children who are there in class 10 and 12, at least once in a while, say once in a month also, when we organize the PTC meeting session like this, must invariably spare some 2 hours of time. So then, see, already that you are there at home and with the parents, you will be able to, notice various things what will be taking place in this pandemic situation, particularly the academic sessions. Here, anyway, see, in these 2 hours of our session, quite a, very elaborate, very detailed, very meaningful elaborations have taken place from all experienced teaching faculties. And Sri Ramesh Naik, he has coordinated the meeting. He has taken the lead role in comparing the program. And when it comes to the changed academic scenario, at the outset, see, Manohar sir has the cinemas teacher. He has brought out with a good presentation, each and every point, that too based on the latest strategy developed by CBSE for conducting the examinations and the assessment pattern. He very vividly explained it about it. I think no student will find any difficulty in understanding it. Here, I do not want to explain it once again. Whatever points he has explained, my dear children, you have to take note of it. It is very much needed. Followed by his talk, Nitya Madam has went through in detail the online modalities and the assessment patterns and the attention what we have to do in this pandemic session. Though we are not physically present here in the academic block, meeting each other every day, but at the same time, academic transitions are taking place with due seriousness. They're not only delivering the academic transitions with the presentations and video clippings, and even teachers are taking enough effort in working out the problems, drawing the diagrams and labeling it, conducting the practicals through demonstrations. So all these things are taking place very seriously. So just like what children are sitting and listening the classes, see every thing is taking place, and in the same way, even the assessment is taking place. See whether unit test or periodic test, all these things. So again, what is needed is in this changed pattern for term 1, almost 50% of the syllabus that will be covered. Then and there the assessment will be taking place. Each and every assessment will be of highly important, and after the assessment the mark will be directly uploaded to the CBSE portal. Once the mark is uploaded in the CBSE portal, then we'll have no chance to go for any re-examining and retesting it. So here, one thing I would like to stress upon, then see, failure is the stepping stone to success. Why I say it is non-coatings for everybody. Failure is the stepping stone to success. Why I say this? See, last one academic session completely, as Vice Principal Sir was pointing it out, this particular session, class 10 and 12 now, means last year they were in class 9 and class 11. Not even a single day of academic session they were there in the academic building. In the live sessions, they couldn't be part of it. And since it was the inception session, and in this digital world, we were facing a lot of difficulties, not only from the part of the administration, but also from the part of the students and parents, even getting the digital devices, getting the network connectivity properly, and so many issues. And people keep finding lame excuses for one or the other reasons too. And even for genuine reasons or none, they used to find excuses that no connectivity, heavy rain, and so many other issues. I do not want to, explain each and everything. But at the same time, that excuses for one academic session, it was excusable. And people have learned in such a way. People have learned in such a way that even in this, digital world, how well that we will be able to reach to each and every student, how well we will be able to reach the unreachable, and how well we will be able to deliver 100% academic transitions, how well that we will be able to conduct the practicals, how well we will be able to do.
Sir, excuse me, sir, your voice is not audible. Excuse me, Ramesh sir, excuse me, Principal sir, your voice is not audible.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, is it clear now?
Now it is okay, sir. Now it is okay.
Fine. Okay, so the last 1 year has given lot of, trial and error methods from different ends, and people were finding it difficult to make use of the educational technology, the digital world in a most profitable way, most lucracious way. So here now we have learned the sense all stakeholders have learned, not only the teaching community, but also the students community, the parents community, the educators, the administrators, everybody learned. And wherever the loopholes that we found, we have learned to rectify such things and giving no scope for, simply to copy something in the examination. So such situations have now gone. So from such failure, now we are reaching to a stage that we will be able to ensure that, see, we will be able to conduct the examinations very smoothly. Maybe that is one of the steps I can say CBSE has devised such an assessment strategy that will be going for, conducting the objective based questions as well as the, reasoning and assertion type of questions with a time limit. So in such cases, within the limited span of time, testing the questions, even a child, not even 1 minute time will be there for a child to read and comprehend the question and to answer for the question. So in the meantime, the child will have no scope of copying from any end and to write. If at all a child makes an attempt, the child will not be in a position to answer for even 50% of the questions. So this is the time that we are going to experience in this current session. Certainly, I'm sure, see, the people, they have learned a lot from their experience, from their failure, and the new session of academic will give no chance of such failure. So that is the point I wanted to stress. Failure is the stepping stone to success. So here, the new pattern of academics, what Mr. Manohar sir has very clearly said, it is completely true. That is going to take place, and all children and parents must be very much conscious. They must be very much vigilant, and they must be very much alert about the changes taking place in this academic scenario. And we have to go with that. There is no other go. And it is not just confined to either one educational institution or in one particular state or in one particular entity. It's a worldwide phenomenon now. So we have to go with that, and we have to meet it out. We have to face such challenges, and we have to reach to success. I'm sure we all together will fight for it, and we will work for it, and we will reach to success. So when this is the case, whatever the new strategy, new pattern of academic assessment taking place, we have to take into account with all sort of seriousness. Now, see, while coming to the competitive examinations, Dr. Senthamil Selvan has very clearly, very meaningfully, very, what I can say, with a crystal clear manner, he has explained in such a way that no child will get any sort of a doubt whether a child who is facing the Dakshina scholarship examination either at class 10 or at class 12 will have no difficulty. Of course, here now I understand that the very less number of children are attending, so I will not take much time, but children can understand very well the English, and since many parents are missing, no need to go for talking in Kannada also. See, the children who are the real, the intake, and they are the main stakeholders in this academic scenario. They have to assume the responsibility. They should now it's not go for finding excuses. Here in this academic session, we'll have no scope of finding excuses because the one complete academic session, we accepted excuses, we considered excuses, and we, take it out. All such things with a due sympathy and empathetical approach was always, led the scenario. But now that is not going to take place. It's our academic future. So we have to be very serious with regard to our future. So, my dear children, who are there in the, particularly in the board class, 12th class, see, along with your, normal academic syllabus, you have to face the competitive examinations. As Dr. Selvan was rightly pointing it out with the examples from this own Vidyalaya, our JNB alumni, now they are doing the, now that they are pursuing the MBBS, they have joined in IITs, IIT Mumbai, IIT Delhi. So like this, we are having a bunch of students who are doing such a professional education. In the same way, some other education institutes of having a highly elite education institutions and very good reputation at world level. Some students are now studying there also. So these are all says about the children, the talent, the potential, what they are having, and here the teachers, they are enabling them to manifest such a potential at the right time in the right way. That is why the children are able to do it. Lot of instructions he has given, even related with Vijnan Jyoti program under the even with the collaboration of the Department of Science and Technology. Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti is taking up this Vijnan Jyoti program for the girl students, and this program we have started right from the last academic session. Even this pandemic situation, without even a single stop in a single month, see, we have conducted the activity. Even during the 2 months of summer vacation also, these teachers, all the science faculty members, they're under the leadership of Dr. Selvan. He is the Vidyalaya coordinator for such a Vijnan Jyoti program. We have organized role model interactions, motivation talk, and different programs, and we are trying to ensure that the children are able to make use of this program very well for their future. It is not only the programs what we are conducting, we are enabling the children to watch the programs organizing by different Vijnan Jyoti partners, and maybe the situation will come. We will even organize the virtual industry visit, and so many programs, of course, we are planning. And these are all in one way or other very much useful for our children to make use of it in their life. And what I can say is many children who are studying in the other state schools and many other public schools say these opportunities are not given to them. Rather, we are trying to exploit all such opportunities, and we are going to give it to our children. And in a short while, we are going to give sir has remarked about a per month 1,000 rupees scholarship, that to the Vijnan Jyoti. In fact, what I can say, the DST, Government of India, is giving that is the cash, cash scholarship for the children. But beyond that, even resource materials worth 1,000 rupees per month, that material is going to reach the students in a short while. So that will be very much useful for the children to study well, and particularly the girl students who are normally weak in the main stream of science. They will be able to come up and they will be able to do well. And in the same way, see the other programs like what he has remarked about the ATL. It is not only we are going to limit with the ATL, but also we are planning to have some other special junior science lab as well as the astronomy lab. So all these things maybe in the near future we are going to have it, and we will certainly do it. We are very much firm in setting up such a academic scenario for the benefit of the students. But what is needed is the firm determination and the dedication from the part of the students to do well. And now the children are there at home. The responsibility, the cooperation on the part of the parents is to enable the children to make use of these opportunities. And sometime here Nitya madam was very well referring to the area in such a way that parents should once in a while to check and they should contact once in a while to the teachers. They have to, because when children are there at home, what they are doing, she was referring to the last year cases. Sometimes children, they were having the timetable of the examination. They were not attending the examination. They were attending some marriage or some other social functions elsewhere. And when parents were contacted, they were, not knowing even examination is taking place. So these sort of situations, it is very much painful, because lot of effort the teachers are taking, but when it is not getting, in the form of output, when children are not attending, really it is painful. So the parents' responsibility, their cooperation, their support is very much needed when children are there at home. All along, when children were there at the Vidyalaya, 24 hours into 7, that the teachers and the Vidyalaya administration used to take care of their health, safety, academic, welfare, all aspects. So here, it's a time, the situation has made such a situation, such a time that the children have to be looked after by the parents at home. Maybe in a couple of months' time, the situation will come to normalcy. Children will be able to back to the the school, and again the academic will take place in a live, sessions. There won't be, much doubt about it. I am very much hopeful that such situations will take place. Anyway, followed by Dr. Selvan, Mr. Lav Kumar has very clearly, in fact, about his talk, even Ramesh sir was commenting in such a way that if we all very much conscious and aware about following the COVID protocol and the precautions we have to take individually as well as in group, in the same way at home, what we have to take wherever we move and whatever activities we do, the precautions, what we have to do. And always we used to say that prevention is better than cure. So instead of going for curing, it's always better to ensure that the preventive measures that we have to follow. So not only in terms of maintaining good health, but also in terms of the diet, in terms of the food that we have to have in our daily life, and the medications what we have to do. See all these aspects in detail that he has very well brought out. So I do not want to go once again into that aspect. And one thing, say some areas like we have to take care in such a way that particularly for class 10, the CCT examination. So the creative and critical thinking examination, every week it is taking place, right from Saturday 4 o'clock in the evening to Sunday 4 o'clock in the evening. So 24 hours of time is there at the disposal of the child, and every 10th class child should ensure that it is for me and it is for my life. So I have to see, sometimes this practice will enable the child to face a few questions, particularly the objective type questions that will be enabling the child to answer so well. So I'm sure, because the question pattern is such that the very old and traditional type of simply asking knowledge level or understanding level of 1 or 2 questions and giving 3-4 objective answers, so that days are gone out. Now that the application level of questions and each and every case of application is related to their daily life, that too in the current scenario as well as the future situations that they have to face. So only we say that the critical thinking, the creative analysis is very much needed. The child, when he or she uses his brain very properly and in a very logical way, the very reasoning way the child uses, only when the child will be able to answer the question very quickly and very correctly. So this is a good practice for the child, particularly for the future generation. It is very much needed. So I request all the class 10 children to invariably take this CCT examination with all sort of seriousness and truthfulness. I hope at least henceforth you will take care, henceforth in the sense right from today, you will certainly take care, you will ensure that 100% attendance. So this is what I wanted to say. And while towards the close, when Vice Principal Sir was addressing you, he was even, told you some of the administrative points related with, taking care of, say, this Microsoft team, as well as even shifting from Google Meet or Zoom to this Microsoft team. So there, one point I would like to stress upon. See, our organization, Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, has taken such an effort to have one platform. It is with some, not only the inherent features and advantages what the Microsoft team is possessing, but also in such a way that for the entire Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti across the country, in all the 8 regions, and more than 600 plus Navodaya schools across the country will have one timetable and one platform. The advantage is that if at all for any reason, if your teachers are not there for a particular subject, that our students will not lose their academic. They'll be able to access the academic link from some other school, maybe from neighboring school, or from some other state also, where from the best teachers academic link that we'll be able to access, that we can access and we can give it to the children. They can attend, the timetable will be same, at the same time they will be able to have their academic. And yet another thing, see, simultaneously the teachers will be able to record their classes, and if at all due to any unavoidable reason, if a child is missing the class, and that absentee student will be able to contact the teacher and get the recorded version of the class, and let it be in a holiday or in the night or in the early morning, the child will be able to watch the recorded session and can make use of it. At any cost, the child will not be at loss. And another thing, the teachers will be able to do a lot of presentations, video clippings, and lot of classroom work. All these things now we will be doing it through Microsoft Team. Yet another significant is whatever academic records the children, see, last year, whatever you homework you do, assignment you do, you take the image and used to send it in the WhatsApp. Now those days are gone. So we will be collecting your academic work, whatever may be the nature of academic work, we will be collecting it through that Microsoft platform, or some other very much useful like Google Classroom, like that platform the teachers will be using, and it will be directly recording it in your separate file. In the same way, for each teacher there will be a separate file, all the academic records what they are doing for their children, that will be timely recorded. And for the assessment, we also have to forward these records to our authorities as well as to the CBSE. So based on the crystal clear evidences only, the assessment will be taking place, and the real assessment will certainly take place in the coming future. So my dear children, please be very serious about it. And Vice Principal Sir was also referring about the issue of notebooks and other academic stationaries. We are already placed order. Maybe in a couple of days time we will get the notebooks, practical book, graph book, copy book, pen and pencil, everything we will be getting it. And we are to minimize your parents turnout in the Vidyalaya. We are thinking, because we have to do the exchange of textbook, new textbook we have to issue by collecting back the old textbook, that work. Along with that, we will issue the academic stationaries also, most probably in the next week, any day that you will be able to get the schedule. Accordingly, you children, you can send your parents in the based on the schedule. They will come and collect. They can come with one bag and all. they can collect the things, and that will give it to you. Whatever other, even while coming to the uniform or other bedding items, as and when we get the academic instructions from our higher office, we will certainly do it. So there won't be any lapse in that case. If at all you are getting an opportunity in a couple of months' time also to come back to the school, then that time you will get all such things. There will not be any shortage to it. So this is what I wanted to say, my dear children, and to the respected parents who are witnessing this session. More than 2.5 hours of duration, you sat and listened very patiently, very comfortably. And those who left, children, you can convey these matters to them also. And I would like to conclude by saying only one thing, because all this session, it went so fruitfully, so meaningfully, and so effectively in such a way. It is all with the total cooperation, total support of all the teachers and vice principal. All the teachers have taken a lot of effort in preparing. You see that even for a PTC meeting, the teachers are coming with a very good, attractive, meaningful presentations. So very valid points. That itself shows that how much interest and initiative the Vidyalaya administration is taking for reaching you. We expect the same thing, even with much more seriousness from your side, not only from children, but also from the parent side. So even I too felt so happy with the section dealt by all the senior teaching faculty, right from Mr. Manohar, Ms. Nitya Madam, Dr. Sandamit Selvan, Mr. Lavakumar, and Mr. Ramesh, and even our vice principal. So I feel so happy to extend my heartfelt thanks to all these faculty members, as well as I extend my thanks to other teaching faculty members. Maybe they might have the maths as well as the Kannada faculty and all, they might have witnessed the session. I extend my heartfelt thanks to them also for organizing this lengthy but very meaningful and effective session of PTC meeting. So with these words, I would like to conclude by saying that, see, my dear children, respected parents, we may encounter many defeats. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. We must not be defeated, because we are going to lead the world. We are going to face the challenges. We are going to lead the session in future, because the future is ours. So with this hope, with this expectation, I would like to conclude. Wish you all a very, very happy tenure. Wish you all the best. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you a lot.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುವ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಗೂ CBSE ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳ ನಿಯಮಗಳ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುವ ಲಾಭಗಳನ್ನು ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಯಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರು ಲಾಭಗಳನ್ನು ಪಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದರದ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಸದುಪಯೋಗ ಪಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಕೊಟೇಶನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ತನ್ನ ಮಾತಿನಿಂದ, ಮನದ ಮಾತಿನಿಂದ, ಅವರ ಪ್ರೇರಣೆಯಿಂದ ಹಾಗೂ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಕಾಳಜಿಯ ಮಾತುಗಳಿಂದ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಶಾಲೆಯ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಸರಳ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಸಮಗ್ರವಾಗಿ ತಿಳಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟ ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗತವಾಗಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಸರ್. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಕೊನೆಯ ಹಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಅರ್ಪಣೆ. ಸಂಕ್ಷಿಪ್ತವಾಗಿ ಒಂದೇ ವಾಕ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಈ ಸಭೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಸಹಕಾರ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ತಮ್ಮ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಸಮಗ್ರವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸರಳವಾಗಿ ತಿಳಿ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮೂಲಕ ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಪ್ರಥಮವಾಗಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಲಾಭಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾವು ಮುಟ್ಟಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಅನುಸರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ನೀವು ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ 2.5 ಗಂಟೆ ಕಾಲ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ಸೇರಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಸಭೆಯ ಒಂದು ಗೌರವವನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ಹಿಡಿದಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಕೊನೆಯದಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರಿಗೆ ಈ ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನಾನು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಸರ್.